Hello guys, tonight it's Manchester United versus Tottenham, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me Dan back again, and tonight it's Manchester United versus Spurs at Old Trafford, and team I've gone for will, I think it pretty much picks itself. I think Rashford, Ronaldo, Anthony on the right, Fernandes, Casemiro and McTominay. I think it might be Casemiro and McTominay tonight. Well, unless Eriksen's fit to play. Apparently, he's 50-50 to play. And I reckon obviously Sancho and Elanga will be on the bench. Fred will be dropped after the last game, and then I reckon it will be Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Dalot and David De Gea in net. So let's play match. Let's talk about the last result, which was a 0-0 draw against Newcastle, and it was not the best game, to be honest. I think it was a game of two halves. First half was Newcastle, well, apart from the last 10 minutes in the first half, was all Newcastle, and then second half United, it was all United. That's Man United, that is. It was all Manchester United, and we pretty much controlled the second half, and how we did not score, I do not know. So let's talk about the first half. First half, like I said, we didn't really get going. We got a bit away. We got away with one. We had an early penalty shout, or well, they did. It was Callum Wilson who went straight through on goal, and he could have. Well, I think on another day that would have been a penalty. How he got away with it, I do not know. Varane, it was a bit of lazy defending from him, and he was pretty much through if he would have gone through. But what a ball, by the way, to Marcus Rashford. It's just one of them ones where it sometimes gives and sometimes it doesn't. And I think the referee wasn't right on that one, but that's I think that he didn't give that one, obviously, because we had another situation later on in the second half, which we'll get onto. But then, obviously, after that, Joe Linton hit the crossbar. It was a free kick that was, I think, Trippier. I think his free kick hit the wall, and if I remember correctly, he crossed it back into Joe Linton, who had a free header, and his header hit the crossbar, and then he had another header that, the ball went straight back to him, and, it went straight to the other, it hit the post, and we got away with one there. And then obviously that kind of woke us up a bit, and we did get our first shot on goal, which was through Anthony. He came inside, and on that left hand side, Sancho kind of came in, and Sancho put it on a plate for Anthony, and then he tried to put it through Pope's legs, but it was a good save from Pope from them. But yeah, that was our proper first chance in the first half, and that was pretty much the first half, really. Second half, United got better. We controlled a bit more. We put Newcastle under pressure. There was a couple chances. One was the Fred chance. We got a chance with Fred. Rashford went round the goalkeeper. Pope was in no man's land, and he passed it to Fred. All he had to do is put it in to the empty net, and he didn't. And yeah, that was an easy chance. Well, it wasn't the easiest chance, but again, it showed that if it was Eriksen there, he probably would have scored. It's just annoying that he picked up this illness, and hopefully he does play tonight, but he is 50-50. And also we had a controversial goal ruled out. Obviously, we had two controversial goals. One was obviously for offside. Ronaldo was offside, but then the second one, how they can't give it, I do not know. So pretty much, Newcastle win a free kick. The defender plays it to Nick Pope, and then the defender plays it, and then it looks like it can't. I can see where United are looking at. I think it should have been a goal, because he plays it towards the goalkeeper. The ball was dead anyway, so he just literally passed it back to the goalkeeper, rolled it back to him. Pope was just standing there, and then Ronaldo just goes on and scores, and he nicks the ball from him. Like I said, Ronaldo just goes on and scores. So that was controversial. You know, he got a yellow card for it. You know, the players went absolutely balmy, and said, the referee's hand was raised as well, but the referee did blow the whistle when, when the defender, Newcastle defender, hit it back towards Pope. So I just don't get how that wasn't a goal. And maybe one of you guys can explain how that wasn't a goal, but it's a bit weird that it got ruled out. And then obviously after that we did have the Sancho penalty shout, which again, stonewall penalty for me. He gets tripped in the box. VAR don't give it. I reckon if they went to the screen, I reckon they would have given that. I reckon VAR would have given the penalty if he went to the screen. But no, it was a poor game from Craig Pawson. He was the referee, and yeah, it's just a poor game for him. And in the end, it kind of cost us. Well, it didn't cost us the game, but it was a stonewall penalty for me. It's pretty much the same as the Callum Wilson one in the first half. It's a penalty all day long, but it's sometimes they just don't get given, and it does annoy me that these things happen. But then we did have a last chance as well through Rashford. Ronaldo got took off, which I don't understand why he got taken off. I kind of do get why he got taken off, but I think Rashford would have been better to play out on the left and then have Ronaldo up top for the last couple of games, because Rashford did have a chance through Casemiro. What a ball by Casemiro, by the way, outside of the foot pass. Into that 6-yard box, and Rashford's header just goes past. That was the chance to make it 1-0 and to win the game. And to be honest, last season that game we probably would have lost against. Excuse me. That game we probably would have lost against Newcastle. So yeah, it finished 0-0. It was just annoying that we drew the game. It was a frustrating game that we should have won, and they were there for the taking pretty much second half. They settled for the draw. So in the end we got first half we got lucky, second half they got lucky. So it is pretty much that really. We're through again. Just a quick one too. Ronaldo again. Yeah, there we go. So tonight we do have Tottenham. Tonight we do have Tottenham. Obviously they won at the weekend. They won 2-0. We got them, and then obviously we got a big game against Chelsea after this. So we need the 3 points tonight, and the only way we can do that is like how they played. How they played against. They're going to play. Tottenham are going to play. They're going to play on the counter, aren't they? So we can't, give it to them. We can't give the ball to them like that, and we've got to kind of play our own football and play the high press against them. Because if we do that, like Arsenal did against them. What was that, Bruno Fernandes? If we can do like an Arsenal to them, pretty much don't let them have the ball. Just keep battering them with chances, and we probably will get a goal in the first half. But I just think Tottenham, they're on a bit of a run at the moment. They have won their last 3 games. Well, obviously so did we as well. But in the end, I think it's going to be a struggle tonight. Obviously, it's a top 4 game, and we've got to win these games against the top 4 contenders. So this weekend, obviously we've got Chelsea as well. So it's going to be interesting if we can beat Tottenham, then surely we can beat Chelsea. But obviously, it's going to be a very interesting game, and we've got to keep these 2 quiet, Harry Kane and Son as well. We've got to keep those 2 quiet, and hopefully we can get the 3 points tonight, because we definitely need the 3 points. We can't lose this game. If we lose this game, we're not getting top 4, I don't think. But we got to start strong, and Tottenham will probably start strong as well. So for my score prediction, I'm gonna go. I've got a funny feeling we might lose. The only problem is I just hope if United turn up, and I mean turn up, like we did against Arsenal and Liverpool, then we probably will win the game. But we need to, you know, score our chances. If we score our chances, I reckon we win the game. But then, you know, we just got to be wary of that counter-attack of Spurs. So it will be interesting, this game, but let's see what happens. So, score prediction, do you know what? I'm going to go, I reckon United might nick it. I reckon it might be like a 1-0 or something like that. I reckon there might be a goal in it. And, yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 for my score prediction. I just think United might nick it. It's going to be one of them games, I think, unless we don't turn up and then we get thrashed, but you never know. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today, so please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.